It is wonderful to see you. Welcome back. My name is Michael Williams. In this series, we've been talking about how in as little as 15 minutes a day, you can improve your speech. You can start speaking more smoothly, more clearly, more calmly, and more confidently. And when you do that, that has an exponential impact on the rest of your life. It's going to impact how you feel about yourself. It's going to impact your health. It's going to impact your relationships. It's going to impact your professional life, your personal life. It's going to impact your career and your income. It's going to impact the degree and the level and the depth of service that you can offer to those around you who need what you have to give. So when you up-level your speech, when you upgrade your speech, you are improving not only your own life, but you're improving the lives of those around you. And you can start to do this in as little as 15 minutes a day. Now you're probably wondering, well, Michael, where's this 15-minute plan that you've been telling me about? And as I've hopefully explained clearly, it's very important to know, first of all, what Pro90D is and exactly how the daily routine, that is those daily activities that you need to participate in, right? How those daily activities change your speech, how it improves your speech. Because if you don't know how they improve your speech, then you may not do them, right? You may question and say, well, why do I need to do this? Why do I need to say affirmation? Why do I need to model? I don't really like modeling. So it's very important to have a very deep understanding of how each of the activities impacts what? Your speech, how you physically speak, right? Your speaking style, your mindset, what you think, how often you think it, and how your thinking impacts how you feel, how you perform, how you speak. How your thinking impacts and ultimately determines your identity, your experiences, how you interpret those experiences, how you see yourself, who you believe yourself to be as a speaker. And then all of these things impact and improve what? Your livelihood. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to be talking about how Pro90D improves your livelihood and your lifestyle, right? And then we'll wrap it up, right? Or we'll start to wrap it up with how Pro90D can impact all of your experiences, all of your life experiences. And either in that video or a separate one, I will give you the plan, right? I'll give you the plan that you can use to help you get started in as little as 15 minutes a day. Now, to be honest, to execute this plan, you need minimally to get the program because everything is there. The plan is there, the audios are there, the videos are there, the system is there. If you want to accelerate the process, that is, if you want to make it as easy and as fast as possible, then you will want to work with me one-on-one. That is the fastest, easiest way to navigate this journey, to get you to where you want to go. And I just have a little story. Really, it's a success story that I'll share with you in just a little bit as we talk about livelihood. So let's move on and look at how Pro90D improves what? Your livelihood. So let's briefly describe what we mean when we say livelihood. Well, we're talking about the career, the profession that you've chosen, and the rewards that you receive from the input, from the service that you provide. Okay? So it's what you've chosen to invest yourself in. It is your calling, what you feel called to do. It's what you do for a living, right? And so it's what you've chosen to invest your gifts and your talents and your knowledge and your skills in. Right? This is what you're investing and how you're investing. So it's your service to your company, to your business, to your organization, to your community, to the world. You're investing, you're serving, right? You're providing a service, a skill set, and you will receive certain rewards from that, okay? And those rewards are determined by the priority, right, and the value that the company and that the society places on your service, on your inputs, okay? So you may actually be doing something that's saving lives, but your company or your society or your country may not value that as high as something else that may not be saving lives, right? I mean, if you look at the entertainment industry, and then you look at someone like a doctor, and you say, wow, well, our society values these entertainers much higher than they do these doctors. These doctors are saving lives, and these people here are entertaining. But we can't really place a value on that value. I mean, we can, but it's the fact that entertainment has its place and people who work in the medical industry has their place. And it just so happens that in certain societies, they place a higher value. How do we know that? Look at what people are getting paid, okay? Place a higher value on this group than they do this group. So what you must do is take a look at the inputs that you're providing, the service that you're giving. And you also have to look at how your society, your country, your industry, your business values those inputs, values your service. And based on their evaluation of the value, right, of the inputs of the service that you're providing, you receive certain rewards back. Often, usually, almost always, they're monetary rewards. Now, we receive other rewards as well. Right now, we're going to talk about monetary rewards. So your livelihood, we could say, is the rewards that you're receiving based on the service that you're giving. Okay. Now, your ability to provide a certain level and quality and quantity of service, right? Your ability to do that is often tied to what? Your communication skills, okay? Your ability to smoothly, clearly, in many cases calmly, and confidently, that is with authority, articulate your thoughts, your ideas, your message. It's your ability to influence and to persuade. In an interview, you have to be able to influence and persuade the interviewers that you're the best person for the job, right? So your ability to communicate that is critical. Then once you get the job, your ability to communicate with coworkers, to articulate your opinions and your thoughts, to persuade people that you need additional resources in order to complete a job or to choose you to lead a project, whatever it is. If you're working with patients, it's your ability to persuasively influence them to take their medication, to take this action, to use you, right? And so no matter what you're doing, your communication skills, your communication ability is going to be critical and directly tied to the rewards that you're receiving. All right? So your livelihood then is tied to your communication skills, your communication abilities. And your communication abilities are tied directly to your ability to speak well, your ability to speak well. So what Pro90D does is it helps you upgrade your ability to speak in a way that makes people want to listen to you. It helps you upgrade your ability to speak so that people like listening to you and are willing to be influenced by you and persuaded by you. Okay. It's your ability to articulate your thoughts clearly so that people can understand. I can understand what this person's saying. I can follow the logic. Yes, this makes sense, right? It's your ability to engage them in such a way that they're like, wow, I really like what this person said. I like how they're saying this. If you've ever listened to someone or talked to someone who speaks really fast, it's draining, right? It's draining because you're trying to understand what they're saying so it's not as clear as you would like. Or someone who keeps losing their train of thought. They're over here and they're over there and they're repeating and then they're off talking about. And so it's also draining, right? And it's not very persuasive because they're all over the place. You can't follow the logic. So it's very important that you have the ability to smoothly, yes, this is coming out smoothly. This is nice, right? Like listening to this, to smoothly, to clearly, I can understand what this person's saying, or I can hear it, I can understand it, I can follow the logic, clarity, to smoothly, clearly, calmly. They're not just all over the place and you can't follow, and it's just causing you to become anxious by the way that they're speaking, right? So smooth, calmly, confidently. You feel confident, you are confident, you're speaking with authority. Yes, what this person's saying is true. I trust what they're saying, I believe what they're saying, and therefore I allow myself to be influenced by what they're saying, by this person. So your livelihood is tied to your ability to communicate well. Your ability to communicate well is a factor and a function of how well you're able to speak. So let me just give you a very recent example. I have many, probably thousands of other examples. This is a recent one because I don't remember all of the examples. But I have a new client, and he had an interview, probably, I don't know, the week that we started, and then he had another interview after that. And just based on one thing, now here's what I want you to hear. One thing that you learn from Pro 90D, just one, could net you tens of thousands of dollars more per year. Just one thing. I'm going to show you an actual example now. I don't remember the exact amount, but I think it was around this. So this gentleman, we are working together. I'm coaching him. And just one thing, because we haven't had a chance to develop all of his other skills, but one thing that helped him the most was learning to slow his speech down. Now, slowing his speech down also impacted several other things. He felt calmer. He was able to think more clearly and therefore articulate his responses more clearly. He was able to speak because he has an accent, so he was able to speak a bit clearer so that people could understand him. So he projected more confidence in what he was saying, so he spoke smoother just by slowing his speech down. Now, many people may have said, well, slow your speech down or slow down, right? Okay, well, that's great, but how do you slow down? Well, Pro 90D, through the daily activities that we've gone through, helps you learn how to, and actually helps you to slow your speech down. It's just one thing, it's one skill, right? Slow your speech down by what you think, by what you say to yourself. There are certain specific techniques, proactive speaking skills that you use to physically slow your speech down, right? So it's the whole system by what you listen to and what you watch. Like we have certain sessions for you to listen to, certain things that you say to yourself to help you slow your speech down. And we have various tools to help you slow your speech down. Not just one, not just telling you slow your speech down. So Pro 90D is uniquely designed to address this issue. This is just one of slowing your speech down from various entry points, right? Various entry points, because this may not work this day, this may not work for this person, but this will work, right? So we have the whole package. It's holistic, it's complete, it's scientific, and it helped this gentleman slow his speech down. And so he was able to get that job making, I think it was around $15,000 more per year. So let's just take a look at that, right? So 15K mas, right? More per year. All right. How much did he pay for the program? I think he paid let's just call it around $3,000. Okay, $3,000. So here we go, $12,000. But guess what? That's just $12,000 the first year. The first year's already gotten his investment back, right? It's already gotten that. But now he's down to $12,000. That's just the first year. Well, what about the next year? Well, the next year he's going to get that whole $15,000, and the next year and the next year. But that's not it. Wait. Now that he's gotten into that position and he gets experience and he continues to improve, to level up his communication skills, well, what's going to happen? He's going to increase the value of his service. He's going to increase, he's going to upgrade, up-level the value of his inputs. And so he's not just going to stay at this $15,000 more per year. He's going to now have the ability and the confidence because of his speech, right, to apply for an even better job, making even more money. And that will continue until he gets to whatever level he wants to get to. Does this make sense? So you see how whatever the investment point you want to come in at, it's 3,000, it's 2,000, it's 1,000, whatever program we have, you apply yourself. Understand that it's an investment. You're upgrading your value, right? You're upgrading your ability to communicate well. So you're upgrading the value of your inputs because your livelihood, right? What you're earning, the rewards that you're receiving, is directly tied to your communication ability. Your communication ability is a function of how well you speak. It's one aspect of it, right? How well you write, of course, but how well you speak, how well you're able to articulate. So if all those things are tied together, when you upgrade your ability to speak well, then you're upgrading your communication skills, your communication ability, you're upgrading your livelihood, you're upgrading the amount of income, in most cases, in many cases, that you can earn. So you're improving your livelihood. Does this make sense? Now, let's just briefly talk about lifestyle, right? Lifestyle. So when you improve your livelihood, whatever level, to whatever degree that is for you, you also can choose. You have more options in terms of the lifestyle that you want to live. Maybe you want to work a certain number of days a week, a certain number of hours a day, a certain number of months a year. Maybe you want to live in a particular place. Maybe you want to have a certain kind of car, a certain kind of house. You want to live in a certain kind of climate. You want to surround yourself with certain kinds of people. You can do that when you have more freedom, when you have more options. You have more options when you have increased your value or the value of your inputs of your service. Okay, you have more options. And with those options come greater rewards, greater freedom, and the kind of lifestyle that you choose, that you want to live. So you say, hey, you know what? I only want to work 3 days a week or 4 days a week. I only want to work a certain number of hours a day. I can tell you this from personal experience that my communication ability has given me greater freedom to work wherever I want to work, where there's internet, to work a certain number of days and a certain number of hours. And many, many other people have been able to do the same thing because of their communication ability, right? Their skills. So it's very important that you understand that Pro 90D can directly impact your lifestyle and your livelihood and your lifestyle. And it does it by giving you a set of daily activities that when you follow them, it changes, it helps you smile, it improves your speech, it improves your mindset, it improves your identity, it improves your livelihood, lifestyle, and it improves all of your other experiences. So your next step is to get started, right? Is to get started by enrolling. Some of you are not ready, or you simply can't afford to do the coaching, and so you may want to get into what? Our self-study. But if you want to get to smooth, clear, calm, confident speech as quickly as possible and as easily as possible. Fast and easy is faster and easier than anything else. You're going to want to work with me one-on-one. Why is that? Well, simple. You and I don't know what we don't know, right? So we need someone who can see those blind spots and say, hey, remember to do this, or focus on this, right? There might be 10 things and you may want to focus on all of them, but someone who's skilled and someone who has experience can say, no, focus on this for now and focus on this for this period of time. And then we'll reevaluate and shift you over to something else. So that's very important to understand, that the value of that evaluation and feedback is immeasurable, right? It's immeasurable because it can save you months and years, and it can save you thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars just from evaluation and feedback. But you also get encouragement, because sometimes you're doing something, you're not seeing the results that you want, or you're not seeing them as quickly as you'd like, or maybe you're not seeing results, you don't think you're seeing results, when someone from the outside can say, yes, you actually are improving. Here's where you were and here's where you are now. Keep you encouraged, And then hold you accountable, right? When you have someone that can hold you accountable, you've paid your money, holding you accountable, then you're more likely to stick with it and do what you need to do for as long as you need to do it, when someone's holding you accountable, because you're more consistent. Inconsistency can kill your progress. You do it this day, you don't do it for another week. You do these 2 things, but you don't do these 5 things, right? So hold you accountable, help you to be consistent. When you work with me one-on-one, you get all of those benefits, which makes the whole process faster and easier. So I want to encourage you to check out the options in or around this video when you click the link. We have 3 options, 2 of which you'll see on the website, 1 of which you will not see because it's brand new. So we have our 12-session laser focus coaching. You'll see our special pricing there. We have our 6-session laser focus coaching. You'll see our special pricing there. We have a new program that you won't see on the website, but I'm telling you about it now. If you're on our email list, you'll be getting an email, right? And this is a 15-minute per session laser focus coaching. 6 sessions. They're 15 minutes each. They're laser focused. We have planned out what we're going to do, all of the minutes, right? Usually it's in 5-minute increments. And you get a 30-minute orientation. So you actually get 7 sessions. And this one is a fraction of the price of the other one. So I'm designing this for people who just may not be able to squeeze out for the 6 session or the 12 session, but still wants that coaching. Then it's laser focused. You're going to get the 6 15-minute sessions, and we can do those consecutively, or we can spread them out every other week. It's totally up to you and I. And then you get that 30-minute orientation, brand new. I only have 10 spots open as of the recording of this video because I haven't released it yet, right? So there's only 10 spots left. So depending on when you watch this video, we may not have any open, or we may have a few open, or we may be reopening it later. So ask about that if you're interested. Many people are going to still opt for the traditional 30-minute sessions. Okay, so those are still the best. But I created this for those people who want and need the coaching, but simply can't swing it right now. Okay, and you can always upgrade later. So hope this has been helpful. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. And then either in that next video where we talk about experiences, or a completely different video, which you'll see soon, I'm going to lay out the 15-minute plan. Okay, so we'll see you next time.